So we continue with the physical quantities and measurements. So we were on the part vessels for measuring volumes. So in class 7 you have studied or read that we use different vessels for measuring the volumes of liquids. Some of the vessels are given below. Measuring cylinder. Measuring cylinder is made up of glass or plastic and is graduated in milliliters with its zero mark at the bottom. The graduations then increase upwards as shown in the figure. We have measuring cylinders available of different capacities such as 50 ml, 100 ml, 200 ml, 500 ml, etc. The capacity of the measuring cylinder is marked on it. So it's a very simple thing. You just have a cylindrical body over here and you have got over here marking as 0, then 10, 20 ऐसे करते 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 measure that, and you may have the last thing as let's say 500 ml. Okay, so 0, 20, 20 ऐसे करके 500 ml तक रहेगा. So you know that if I fill up water to this point, that means this amount of water is 500 ml. So that is why it is called as a measuring cylinder. So if I bring it up to this part, suppose यहाँ पे लिखा है 140. So I know that this much amount of liquid is 140 ml. So normally the standard measurements of the measuring cylinder are 50 ml. So there could be a small jar of 50 ml or could be 100 ml, 200 ml, 500 ml, etc. So of course there could be two shapes. One is that conical shape which is given in the textbook. Another one is the cylindrical shape. The next is measuring beaker. Now in the measuring beaker is made up of glass, plastic or metal like aluminum. It is used to take out a fixed volume of liquid, say milk, oil, etc., such as 50 ml, 100 ml, 200 ml, 500 ml, 1 liter from a large container. The capacity of the measuring beaker is marked on it. Now, those who have ever gone to any milk shop, okay, the shop where the milk is being sold, तो उन लोग क्या करते हैं, उन लोग के पास एक पूरा सा कंटेनर रहता है, मिल्क भरा हुआ रहता है, and then they have got this particular jar which is like this, कि एक particular beaker जैसा रहता है, and उसको ऐसे हैंडल होता है ऐसा, right? जो normally वो कंटेनर को ऐसे करके लटका के रखते हैं, कंटेनर के अंदर लटका के रखते हैं. So this is the container, so they put it like this hanging over here. So when you ask for 1 liter, you just take this particular thing, put it over there, put it in a plastic bag and wrap it and give it to you. So this over here is nothing but the measuring beaker. Now you don't have any graduations over here. This is that if you fill this completely, then this is 500 ml. Or if you have a smaller one, then that particular thing is 100 ml. If you have slightly bigger, it may be 200 ml. So basically, they are a particular kind of vessels which have got a standard kind of measure of it. So you can measure that thing only. You cannot have half of that thing. Okay. So if I say that 250 ml चाहिए, तो मैं इसको आधा भरूँ, तो I cannot know whether it is exactly half or not because there are no graduations like this. This is like you take that much quantity, that is exactly that much. Neither more nor less. Okay, so you can neither measure more nor less through that particular thing. The third is a Eureka can. A Eureka can is a glass or a polythene or metal beaker with an open side opening near its mouth, which is known as spout. Thus, the beaker can contain a volume of liquid up to a spout. Any excess of the liquid overflows through the spout. It is shown in figure 2.3. So, here the Eureka can is very simple. It is like a beaker over here, and that beaker has got a spout out here. So this is a spout out here. So up to this point is the capacity of this particular Eureka can. The moment you add any more of this thing, it will get overflowed. So the capacity, that is the maximum amount of the volume which can be put inside this is going to be that capacity which is just at the spout. So if you want to find out the volume of such kind of substance, then you are going to use the measuring cylinder or the measuring beaker, or you are using this Eureka can. So now let's see if I want to find out the density of irregular soil. So now I was telling you about this thing that suppose I want to find out the density of a stapler. Now this stapler, I cannot find out the density by the normal method of mass upon volume. Mass I can find out by beam balance, not a problem. But volume, how will I find out volume? There is no formula which I cannot say length into breadth into height or something over here. I cannot use anything for this thing. In such a case, what will I do? To find out the volume of this particular thing, we are going to use any of these things. Okay, we are going to use any of these things. How do we use this thing? What we'll know is we'll be using the principle what the crow had used. You know the thirsty crow. You know the story Thirsty Crow. What happened in that? The crow was thirsty and he saw a pot. He has got that water inside the pot, but he cannot put his beak inside. So that's why he was confused what to do. And then it struck to him that what he did was he put some stones inside the pot. When he put the stones inside the pot, what happened? Slowly and steadily the water level kept on increasing. Why? Because as you put on the stone, the जितना stone अंदर जाएगा वैसे पानी का level ऊपर आते जाएगा. Okay? So that is the principle what we are going to use in measuring the volume of the stapler. So what we'll do? We will take some beaker like this. So we'll take a measuring cylinder like this. So let's see. Suppose I take this measuring cylinder. So I have got this measuring cylinder, and in this measuring cylinder I have taken water up to, let's say, 50 ml mark. Okay, this was 0. This is 100 ml maximum. This is a 50 ml mark. What I'll do is that I will tie a thread to this particular stapler and I will allow it to go inside this particular thing. So I know that the initial level was 50. Initial level was 50 ml. And as soon as I put this inside, what will happen? Thirsty Crow के जैसे ही ये पानी का लेवल ऊपर जाएगा. जितना पत्थर डालेंगे उतना पानी ऊपर गया, वैसे ही इतना जैसे मैंने स्टेपलर डाला पानी का लेवल इधर आ जाएगा. So suppose that reaches 70 ml. So final level over here is how much? 70 ml. So that means what is the volume of this? So volume of stapler is equals to 20 ml. 70 minus 50 is 20. That is the difference in the volume before putting the stapler and after putting the stapler. So after putting the stapler, what has happened? The volume has increased by 20 ml. So what is the 20 ml? 20 ml is the volume of this particular stapler. So once I know the volume of a stapler, mass is already known to me by a beam balance. I can find out the density. So density will be equal to mass upon volume. So if the mass is equal to 100 grams and the volume over here is 20 ml. Now 20 ml is nothing but 20 centimeter cube. So it is 20 centimeter cube. So that is why it will be 5 gram per centimeter cube will be the volume of the stapler. Just a random sum. Okay. So you see over here, determination of density of an irregular solid. To determine the density of an irregular solid, we have to measure its mass and volume. The mass of the body is measured with the help of a beam balance. To measure the volume of a solid, we use the displacement method. That is, the solid when immersed in a liquid displaces volume of liquid equal to its own volume. Okay, so whenever you are putting a solid in a particular liquid, the liquid is going to be displaced equal to the volume of the solid. The measurement of volume of the irregular body by displacement method can be understood by the following activities. So these are the activities given to you. We'll quickly go through them. Activity 1. Measure the mass of the given solid using a common beam balance. Note the mass m in grams. Take a measuring cylinder, fill it partly with water as shown in the figure. So they are given that the original value was 70. Now level the water, let it be V1 ml. Now tie the given solid with a thread and gently lower the solid in water contained in the measuring cylinder as shown. Take care that no water splashes out. Note the level of the water again. Let the volume be V2. So that's what we are doing. V1 over here was 50 and V2 after putting the stapler inside. So after putting the stapler inside, so this was the stapler inside. So this stapler के जाने के बाद में volume कितना आया? 70 आया. So the difference V2 minus V1 is given the volume of V of the solid. V is equals to V2 minus V1. Then calculate the density of one solid by using the following formula, that mass upon volume. So mass was 78 grams and the volume is 10 grams. So the density is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube, where 1 ml is equal to 1 centimeter cube. 1 ml of water is equal to 1 centimeter cube of water. You can also do it by Eureka can. So again the same thing. You are going to take a Eureka can. You take a Eureka can like this. यहाँ तक पानी भरा हुआ है, उसके बाद उसके अंदर स्टेपलर डाला, और स्टेपलर डालने के बाद क्या हुआ, पानी ओवरफ्लो हुआ. You collect the water which is overflowed in a measuring cylinder over here to find out that what is the level of water which has come out. Okay, so measuring cylinder के अंदर marking होता है, तो from the marking you will come to know that what is the volume. So you can come to know that the volume will be 20 ml because 20 ml of water is going to ooze out from the Eureka can. Take a Eureka can, place the Eureka can on the table with a measuring cylinder, while with a measuring cylinder under its spout as shown in the figure. Pour water into the can until it starts overflowing through the spout. When the water has stopped dripping, remove the measuring cylinder, empty it, dry it, and again place it under the spout. So basically, you want to see to it that when you are starting the experiment at that time, it is such that even one drop of water more inside will be oozed out. So that will be the exact level what we are talking about. Now tie the given irregular solid by a thread and immerse the solid gently in the water contained in the Eureka can as shown in the figure. The solid displaces water equal to its own volume. Okay, what is going to happen? The solid is going to displace equal amount of volume which is equal to the volume of its own body, which overflows through the spout and gets collected in the measuring cylinder. So we can see that as soon as you put that particular object, as soon as I put the stapler inside this particular measuring cylinder or the Eureka can, the water is going to start overflowing from the spout of the Eureka can and is getting collected in the measuring cylinder. When I see the readings in the measuring cylinder, I can come to know that what is the volume of the, because the volume, the reading, the volume which is there in the water, that is equal to the volume of this stapler. So we see over here the solid displaces water equal to its own volume which overflows through the spout and gets collected in the measuring cylinder. When water stops dripping out through the spout, note the volume of water collected in the measuring cylinder. Dry the solid. Measure the mass M of the given solid by the beam balance. Let mass of the solid M be 310 grams and the volume be equal to 40 centimeter cube. Density will be mass upon volume, which is 310 upon 40, that is 7.75 gram per centimeter cube. So that is the density you are finding of an irregular solid. So if I want to find out the density of an irregular solid, I use this particular method to find out the volume. Mass I already know by the beam balance. Next is, suppose I want to find out the density of a liquid. See, अब तक क्या किया था, हम लोग ने density किसका ढूंढा था, solid material, जिसको हम लोग पानी में डाल सके वगैरह वगैरह. Now I want to find out the density of a liquid. Now liquid doesn't have a volume. Means I cannot have a measuring cylinder. Okay, length measure किया, breadth measure किया, ऐसा तो कर नहीं सकते हैं. So definitely it's going to be different. So let's see how we do this thing. To determine the density of liquid, say milk, oil, etc., its mass is measured by the common beam balance and its volume is measured by a measuring cylinder. Then the density is calculated by using the relationship del D is equal to M upon V. Simple. I want the volume of the liquid. क्या करूँगा? Liquid को डालूँगा measuring cylinder में. Measuring cylinder में वो जो भी liquid का मेरे को mass आएगा, that the measuring cylinder जो भी volume आएगा, that is the volume. The mass of that particular body is already known by me with using a beam balance. So suppose I am doing the same experiment over here. What will happen? I'll take this particular measuring cylinder. So what I'll do is, I can make it very simple. I can just take a measuring cylinder, no stapler inside. मैं up to 250 पहले क्या किया? I take a measuring cylinder, measure weight of the measuring cylinder लेता हूँ. Okay, suppose the weight of the measuring cylinder is, let's say, 100 grams. Then I'm going to pour 50 ml of this liquid inside. पूरा 50 ml तक भरूंगा उसको. and then I measure it. Suppose the measure now is 150 grams. So what is the liquid का weight? See, पहले क्या था? Empty measuring cylinder का weight. क्यों? Because I cannot take the liquid directly on the beam balance and measure it. Okay, beam balance में डायरेक्टली पानी डाल के या जो लिक्विड डाल के मैं थोड़ी मेजर करूंगा. I cannot take it that way. So what I'll do? I'll first measure the container. कंटेनर का मेजर करने के बाद मैं उसके अंदर लिक्विड भरूंगा and I measure the container with the liquid. So container with the liquid का measure जो भी रहेगा, subtracting the measurement of the container, I'll get the liquid का mass कितना होगा? M is equals to 50 grams. I know that it is filled at 50 ml, so volume is equals to 50 centimeter cube. So automatically density will be 50 upon 50 is equals to 1 gram per centimeter cube. Got it? This is how you are going to find out the measurement of density of a liquid. So it's very simple. You take a beaker, measure the mass of the empty beaker using the common beam balance. Let the mass be M1. Now take a measuring cylinder and pour milk into it, certain say 50 ml. The volume of the milk is 50 ml or 50 centimeter cube. Transfer the milk into empty beaker, measure its mass again, let the mass of the beaker be M2, find the density M2 minus M1, find the difference, that is M2 minus M1, that is nothing but like this, 150 minus 100. Thus the mass of the milk, that is M2 minus M1 is M, which is let's say 51.5. So here they have got that mass as 151.5 आया, तो 50 उसमें क्या था 51.5 is the mass of the milk. So you get over here the density will be mass of the milk upon volume of the milk. So 51.5 upon 50, that is 1.03 gram per centimeter cube. So in this way you can find out the density of liquids by finding out the volume using a measuring cylinder and finding out the mass using a common beam balance. So this is how you are going to find out the density of liquids. The next we see is a density bottle. Now to make it more simpler and measure का झंझट नहीं करना पड़े, इसीलिए what we use is a density bottle. Now density bottle में क्या होता है कि the bottle has got a standard measurement. So यहाँ पे जैसे हम लोग measure करते हैं ना 50 ml है 40 ml है वो देखते हैं, उसके बदले पूरा का पूरा bottle जो है that is the capacity of the liquid what you are going to take. So we have over here a density bottle is a specifically designed bottle which is used to determine the density of a liquid. Figure 2.6 shows a density bottle. It is a small glass bottle having a glass stopper at its neck. The bottle can store a fixed volume of liquid. So the capacity of bottle is fixed. 50 ml, 25 ml ऐसे करके उसका फिक्स क्वांटिटी रहता है कि उसके अंदर इतना ही क्वांटिटी लिक्विड जा सकता है. And it has got a glass stopper, so you can seal it completely. The bottle can be stored in a fixed can store a fixed volume of liquid. Generally, the volume of bottle is 25 ml or 50 ml. The stopper has a narrow hole through it. When the bottle is filled with the liquid and stopper is inserted, the excess liquid rises to the hole and drains out. Thus, the bottle always contains the same volume of liquid each time when it is filled. So you can see that it is made in such a way कि उसके ऊपर जो रहता है साइड पे एक छोटा सा होल रहता है. So if this is the bottle, if this is the bottle, there is a small hole over here. So you will always find the water cannot be filled more than this level, or any liquid cannot be more than this level, क्योंकि उसके बाद वो overflow होने वाला है. So you cannot, whenever you are filling it, you will fill it up to the top and it drains out from this one. So always the water will be filled only to that level. That is the capacity of that particular bottle. So otherwise क्या होता है ना, किसी ने neck तक पूरा भर दिया, किसी ने थोड़ा कम भरा, वो झंझट होता है. So here it is exactly up to the hole, which is measured at 25 ml or 50 ml. Thus the bottle always contains the same volume of liquid each time when it is filled. Note, since the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, so the mass in grams of water needed to fill the bottle completely will give the volume in ml of bottle. Nowadays, it is not named a specific gravity. It is not named as specific gravity bottle. So it was originally called as specific gravity bottle, but nowadays it is not named that way. So hence, what we'll do in the density bottle, we क्या करेंगे हम लोग कि भरेंगे, पहले मेजर करेंगे वेट, we'll measure the density bottle, mass of the density bottle without the liquid. Then you will fill it with liquid and then measure it. You'll find the difference of the measure. Volume is already known to you, but that is nothing but the capacity of the bottle. So the capacity of the bottle is suppose 50 है, तो जो भी mass आया divide by 50 will give you the density of the liquid which is present inside the bottle. So yes, that's it. To determine the density of liquid using the density bottle, we have to measure the mass of liquid and mass of water taken in it by using the common balance. The mass of water in the liquid density bottle gives the volume of the liquid. So that is the mass of water in the density bottle gives the volume of the liquid. So वो bottle के अंदर कितना पानी जाएगा, that is nothing but the density, volume of the liquid which is present in that particular bottle. So what is that? What we do with the activity में? First, wash the bottle and dry it. Then measure the mass of empty bottle using a beam balance. Then the mass of, let it be mass M1. So first you are going to find out the mass of the empty bottle. We will, let's say, suppose it is 100 grams. So 100 grams is the mass of the empty bottle of that particular density bottle. Remove the stopper of the bottle and fill it with water. Replace the stopper, wipe the outside of the bottle dry. Measure its mass again, let the mass be M2. So what we did, we took that bottle, filled it with the liquid what we want, filled it and then capped it again, wiped it from top outside and then placed it again on the water. So this was, now what we have taken is, we have taken water. So right now what we have taken is water. So we find out the mass of the water. So mass of water we came out to be 150. So we know that the mass of water inside is 150 minus 100 is 50 grams. That is M2 minus M1. So first thing was, what we had got was first M1 mass of empty bottle. Then it is M2 mass of water filled bottle. So bottle filled with water or bottle filled water, one or water filled bottle, bottle. Okay. I write it properly. Mass of bottle filled with water. Then what do you do? Again empty the bottle and dry it. Now fill the bottle with the given liquid, replace the stopper, wipe from outside, measure the mass again, that is M3. So that will be M3 will be mass of bottle filled with liquid, जिसका density हम लोग को ढूंढना है. Okay. So now calculate the mass of the water and the mass of the liquid. So we know that mass of water is equals to M2 minus M1 and mass of liquid is equals to, mass of liquid is M3 minus M1. Okay. Mass of bottle filled with liquid minus empty bottle will give you the mass of the liquid. Mass of water filled with water minus empty bottle will give you mass of water. Calculate the mass, and since the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, the mass of water contained in the bottle gives you the volume of the bottle. So mass of liquid. So here we see that because we know that mass of water जो भी volume मुझे मिलता है, that is, suppose I get it as 50 grams, like in this case I got it at 50 grams, then automatically the volume of this particular container of that bottle will be 50 grams. Okay, that will be 50, not grams, centimeter cube. So mass of the liquid is equal to M3 minus M1 grams and volume of the liquid is M2 minus M1 grams. So that is why we get density is equal to M3 minus M1 upon M2 minus M1. Okay, because this is mass of liquid upon volume of water. Because we know the density of water is 1, that's why the mass of water is also the volume of water. So volume of water is also volume of liquid, so that's why it is volume of liquid. ठीक है, बॉटल तो सेम ही था, तो जितना मैंने पानी भरा रहेगा उतना ही मुझे लिक्विड भी भरने मिलेगा. So that's why volume of water is also volume of liquid. So mass of liquid over volume of liquid is what? Density. Erase that. So density is mass upon volume. So accordingly, we are given that suppose empty bottle was 30 grams, filled with water was 60 grams, and filled with liquid is 54 grams. Then the mass of liquid is 24 grams, and the mass of volume of liquid will be 30 centimeter cube. So 24 grams upon 30 centimeter cube is 0.8 gram per centimeter cube. So that's why we see that using the density bottle, we can find out the density of any liquid which when you compare it with the density of water. See, that is how we are going to, you are using this particular formula. The density is equal to mass of liquid, that is nothing M3 minus M1, and the volume of liquid is M2 minus M1. Okay, that is the density of a liquid. So to find out the density of a liquid, we can use not only the other part, the earlier part, that was mass of the liquid upon density of liquid, or we can use as a density bottle. Okay, so that was about density of liquid. Now we see the next thing, and that is the relative density. So for relative density, I think I'll start in the next video.